What's up, everyone? Welcome back to today's podcast. I'm Johnny, and I'm here with
Paul,
Tatiana,
Jonathan.
And welcome back to the GOAT. Paul is going to be in charge of reading the name cards today. So, what's our first question, man?
all right, let's jump straight into it. Who is the GOAT sports athlete?
I don't really watch sports personally.
Yeah, me and Johnny, we don't really watch sports that well.
Who would you
Like-
say?
Did I forget to ask? Can I grab your titties? Mama finna.
No.
Nah,
None at all.
Yeah, not at the top of my head.
Yeah, I have not grown up with sports at all.
So no LeBron, no Messi.
To be honest, I don't really care.
Shohei Ohtani.
No,
Yes, from the Dodgers.
no,
My GOAT.
no. Is that better than Jung Ho Lee?
No. 2023 World Baseball Classic. The GOAT.
He got carried.
The GOAT.
He got carried by Japan.
The GOAT.
He got carried.
No.
I would say though, my GOAT sports athlete is probably Lionel Messi. I mean, he has the stats, the trophies to prove it. He's better than Ronaldo all the way. Who's yours?
I guess I can't agree with that because my best friend Tanya hates Messi, but Shohei Ohtani, that's my GOAT.
That's your
My
GOAT?
GOAT.
All right. Let's jump into the second question. Who is the GOAT teacher K through 12?
Okay, first, let's go with only
Deer Valley.
Deer Valley, yeah.
'Cause
Because
we
I'm pretty sure
all-
we all go
We-
to different middle
Yeah,
schools.
we all went to different middle schools, different elementaries.
Yeah, from different
so-
areas. Yeah. So let's just take it to DV then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
My GOAT teacher is Kingston. Or either Mr. Hannah or Mr. Kingston.
I guess the marketing teacher.
Yeah.
That's a weird choice. Why do you like Kingston so much?
Because his last year AP World and this year A Push, it's just so fun. He's just chill.
Fun.
Yeah, he's a chill teacher.
I had AP World. It was not fun. It was easy, but it wasn't fun.
It's
it was
fun.
Boring.
That means your class sucked.
Probably.
No, oh no, yeah, 100%. We just messed around the entire time.
Really?
He doesn't care. He just plays a video and you can take a nap, do other work, do whatever.
Wow.
It's so easy.
I remember in my class, we were always do so bad on DBQs.
I do good on DBQs.
I would say my GOAT teacher K through 12 or just here at DV. Probably Mr. Groib or Mr. Pease. I think they're just the nicest people on campus, and then they're really good teachers. Mr. Pease made French I don't know, really understandable, and he doesn't complicate it, so you can really understand and pick up the basics and then go from there.
I also had Mr. Groib for, I think, web design. So basically creating websites and the fundamentals of websites and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He would basically he would run you through the basics, and then he'd give you the freedom to do whatever you'd like, and he expected you to basically run free with your freedom when you were creating something. I like that. But I think my absolute favorite teacher is probably Mr. Delaney. He is a world history teacher, and he just made he always had his own takes on each major history event, and it would always be the funnest thing ever because he presented history to you in a way that's more palatable for our generation, and also it's just funnier because he always has his own quips, and especially during World War II because he's a big World War II fan just like I am.
Yes, because us Gen Zs has such a short attention span. We need the jingling keys above us every time someone's talking to us.
Man.
Yeah, I think one time he brought something from his World War II collection. He obviously can't bring very much of it because a lot of it is World War II Germany and
Well, here's a badge I found.
an Iron Cross. Yeah, I think he's probably my absolute favorite because he made me love history because I think history is pretty tedious, but it's important. I just think it's very tedious. And also the way he taught the class, if you swore, if you slang or you swore in something, he would stop you and make you repeat it, and it was the funniest thing ever.
Bro,
Yeah, he did the same thing on the soccer field too. He's a really cool guy. I like Delaney.
both my parents are history majors, so my friend was like, "Oh, you like history because it just it's genetic. You just got cursed with it." And I was like, "What?" Passed down.
I think it could be passed down. I think I'll pass down my love for history to my kids. They better love history.
Exactly.
I mean, my dad's a huge volleyball player, and it passed down between me and my younger sister.
Yeah.
I think my younger sister might have been on the volleyball team. I'm not sure if he is this year though.
But then I don't know. Some things might be genetic because both my parents love math and I don't. So
No, my dad sucked at math. I suck at math. Both my sisters suck at math. So.
Well,
50-50
defeating the
chance.
stereotypes.
Yeah, my dad almost failed Algebra 2. I almost failed Algebra 2. My older sister barely passed Algebra 2. So,
It just runs in the family, I guess.
yep.
So who's your GOAT teacher, Johnny?
For me, it has to be Mr. Palmer. Mainly because his class is very freeing.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the computer science, robotics, he just lets us do what we want as long as we follow the instructions. Because I remember we were given access to, like, those weird metal support things. I don't remember what they're called.
Yeah,
but-
I think what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I remember we made weapons with them. Someone made a sword, I made a crossbow, and Diego, like, just starts swinging it around like a lightsaber.
Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. It's really weird. And then, like, the 3D printers in there as well. He lets us use them as long as we don't use up all the filament. And, like, I seen his backstory. It is full of rolls upon rolls of filament.
So he's never gonna run out. So you
Yeah.
can print whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as you don't use one of the limited colors like white, teal, or
Okay.
black.
Yeah.
Because he only has only so many of those. The other ones are fine.
I remember there were people who were printing out things like 3D printing the rock, and the people were starting to place them everywhere. And
There,
there's like,
there are so many of them. I seen like 5 on campus last year.
dude, we've got to do like an event of finding all the rock 3D printed.
Yeah,
pieces of
like
him.
an Easter egg, like, you know, in GTA 5 when like the Easter eggs are on the map and like when you collect them they pop up and like
Oh,
one
yeah.
out of like I think it's like 90 something or something like that. So yeah.
The only problem is we don't know how many have been made.
Yeah, we don't
That's
know.
the problem. And I seen like 2 of them got taken down for somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Maybe we just print some out and start gluing it to the ceilings. Senior prank day. Let's go.
Does Mr. Palmer like oversee the like what you can 3D print or like you can just print anything?
As long as it's within school rules, like no weapons, no indecent objects.
Yeah,
Does this mean I can 3D print my car models that I model?
I don't know. I 3D printed a portal gun before.
Well, as long as it can't shoot, right? It's okay.
I mean, a portal gun, you mostly can't use it for violence.
I mean, you can
Mostly.
throw it at people.
Mostly.
Yeah. All right, let's
All right.
move on. Next question. What is the GOAT TV show?
Okay, no, this one's going to take a while.
Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's start with live action first.
Okay, yeah, let's start with live action first. I said last time. Well, I don't know about that last time. For the first time, you're hearing
No,
this.
the first
For
time.
the
didn't
first
hear
time you're
anything.
hearing this, my live action TV show would probably be my GOAT live action TV show. Would probably be Mindhunter, which is like it's like follows these FBI guys who work in the behavioral science unit and like in the 70s, and they start following around the serial killers of the time, like Manson and Kemper, and they study their behaviors and try to see if they can find potential serial killers in the future to stop them from doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the rise of AI intelligence. Just
Yeah.
pumped it into the AI and say, oh, which one of these is most likely to be a serial killer?
Yeah, it's a really good show. I mean, that's how it would probably be now, but it was taking place in like the 70s before they had all that technology. But it's a really good show. It's directed by David Fincher, who did The Fight Club and all those stuff. So it has really good cinematography.
All right.
My GOAT TV show would be You. If any of you guys seen it on Netflix.
Oh, I'm watching that right now.
It's about,
really, really
like,
good.
Is he a stalker? I guess he's like a stalker. Or yeah, he is a stalker. He is a stalker. And like he'll fall in love, I guess, with a new girl and like yeah, he just really loves her and follow her around. Does some crazy stuff, but it's a really good show. It just like keeps building out through each season. I didn't care for season 4 personally, but I hope season 5 is better.
Oh, so it's a show about the life of a Redditor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. It's like, yeah, it's pretty much a stalker who's like, he's just crazy. He'll do anything to protect the girl that he supposedly loves.
Yeah, even if that's like, oh, she's spending too much time with her best friend, let me get rid of her best friend. Stuff
Yeah,
like that.
season 1.
What, did he slice him in half with a katana or something like that?
No.
No, season 1, I think he shot her best friend.
Dang.
Was obsessed with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Weird
Alright.
plot lines, but it's a good show.
Really good.
For me, I haven't watched it all yet. I only seen around the first season, but Lucifer is a pretty good show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know it apparently because for some reason it's part of DC. I didn't know that because there's like 0 references to DC.
Yeah. There's 0 references at all.
Like none. until I watched a YouTube short about John Constantine going over, teleporting to Lucifer and asking him for a favor.
Yeah, because he's not like really connected with any of the other live action TV shows that DC do, because that's the CW verse with Arrow and Flash and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, John Constantine and like Lucifer's connected. I only knew that because I went on like I have like random deep DC like comic surges where I just like I'm on the internet looking at different like characters and comics, and I'm like, oh, Lucifer Morningstar is a DC character. I didn't know that.
Oh no, there is one reference to the DC comics in the show, like Lucifer and his partner was going to investigate this weird cult that worships Lucifer.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And when the cultist opens the door, it's like, you're not blonde. That's a mistake in the writing.
Yeah.
And for me, I haven't really watched very many live action shows, but I know the one I definitely grew up watching is Top Gear, if you ever heard of it. It's a British motor show. So basically, it's around the original Top Gear, by the way, so series 1 through 23, which I think stopped in 2015, with Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond. So we call that the Clarkson era. It was probably the greatest motor show, for cars, things for that relate to that.
100%.
Especially during their series specials, so they would run out once at the end of each season. I think the best example of one is the Botswana special, and I don't remember which series that was, but it was I think the late 2000s. It really shows how important chemistry is when it comes to starting a show. I'm not sure what type of show Top Gear counts as actually.
Would it be? Well, it is reality in a sense. It's like everything's happening live. Like when they were in the studio, and it's everything's live there with people in the background. But then, I don't think
Documentary?
it's scripted.
It's
not really. It's
not
not
really a
documentary.
documentary.
It's more like a game show kind of like how
It
there's
has
a live
it has
guest
a
in the
game show
background.
feel with the live people in the background. But then it's like they do their own things and they go from different places, and it's its own show. That's why I think it's so cool. Honestly.
Yeah,
Yes, because my genius is almost frightening.
yeah.
It generates gravity.
So they've discontinued Top Gear because of a fallout. I think the reason is because one time Jeremy Clarkson punched a producer in the face, which was really funny. So the rest of them left because the BBC obviously fired Clarkson for doing that.
They didn't want to work without him. Yeah.
Yeah, so they went over to the Grand Tour, which is like a continuation kind of. They do make references to Top Gear, but they you can't exactly make direct references.
Yeah.
So it's but I think now they've they've changed to doing only the specials on the Grand Tour now. So I think that series is coming to an end though because they're all pretty old now.
Yeah.
But I definitely do recommend it if you have Amazon Prime Video or using certain websites.
That we won't mention.
Yes, definitely. We are not going to mention them.
For legal reasons, quote unquote.
Quote unquote. It's not like I'm going to it's going to be here in my hand, it as an image. Oh.
Yeah. Top Gun's a really good show. I'm trying to remember the name of the driver who used to drive the cars around the track.
Oh, the Stig.
Yes, the Stig. I love the Stig. Stig's probably one of the best characters or people in the show.
It's the random quips they have about him right before they introduce him, some say and so.
Yeah, they make him so mysterious, and it's just him and I think there was a time they have a couple times where they take off his helmet and it's a random celebrity, but it's not actually him. I think one time it was Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super cool.
What about animated? We talked about live actions for so long. Let's go with animated and try to keep it a little short.
All right, I'll say my animated GOAT TV show is Young Justice, with a close second to Avatar: The Last Airbender. But yeah, Young Justice is just so cool because it follows the sidekicks of the main DC superheroes that created the Justice League, the founding members, and then it follows them, and then from there it gets bigger, and the universe gets bigger, and then more and more young superheroes come into play, and then it really tackles some important themes like depression and anxiety.
Oh yeah, with Beast Boy.
Yeah, Beast Boy.
No spoilers, but it's been 10 years. You had time to watch it.
It's been a couple years, yeah.
Yeah.
But even in the earlier seasons was just them at their young age learning responsibility and tackling the feelings of death and everything, and so it's a really good show, and it shows that animated shows can be deep too.
I'm still annoyed that they canceled it.
Yeah, they can't find support on one stable like place because originally it aired on Cartoon Network, got canceled, didn't come back for like 8 years, came back on HBO Max or something like that. Then HBO Max said like nah, and then they went on to like something else now. I think it's on Hulu now or something like that.
I feel like it's marketed towards more like the younger audience because like Cartoon Network especially, but it's just like such a deep TV show. Like anyone can watch it and like get 100%.
I think that's the reason why they went that kind of way because they tackled that like type of issues in the comics, but then like because so much time went past from season 1 on Cartoon Network, the people who watched that originally were growing up.
It's a similar case with Adventure Time, which is like it's my favorite TV show. I grew up on that.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Because the Adventure Time show went on for like 8 years, 5 years, somewhere like that.
Yeah, and they did the right thing, which animated shows do, and like they realized that their fan base is growing up as people, and they're becoming their own person, and like the kiddie stuff is not that cool anymore. I think that's where SpongeBob kind of failed because SpongeBob they made him into like at first he was just like an ignorant little like funny character. Now he just became like a little kid.
Well, with Adventure Time, as the series goes on, you can start to see that they're starting to develop a story, go towards more deeper topics. Because like, tell me another kids TV show where half the characters literally die.
Yeah. There's a lot of death in that Adventure Time too, and they're not afraid to use it.
Literally in the first like 2 seasons, a character is literally death and like threatens to kill them or something like that.
Yeah.
And then especially now with like with the new Fiona and Cake TV show, which is now TV 14, they're allowed to show blood, mild swearing, like no hard swearing.
Yeah.
You get to hear Finn say "suck these nuts." That is a real line in like the 2nd episode of the show, and I love it.
I have not seen Fiona and Cake yet. I should.
Yeah.
You should watch that. You should watch the original Adventure Time, then the Distant Lands special, and then Fiona and Cake because they're starting a 2nd season, and I'm going to watch it.
So you two both agree on Adventure Time?
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Tatiana?
Batman the animated series is just my favorite like Batman adaptation into like the animated form. Yeah, of course. Yeah. In general, and I just grew up on that, so it's for sure my favorite.
That's the one where he was in blue instead of black, right?
Yeah. He's a little more
I think
blue.
so.
It's on I think it's on Amazon Prime too. You can watch it there.
Yeah. I mostly remember that because that's the most I've seen of Plastic Man in any animated show.
Yeah.
No, that's Batman.
Wait.
The Brave and the Bold.
Oh no, yeah, that's why I asked. It was like, is it the blue one or?
Oh yeah,
like
Brave and the Bold. He's more blue, and like his bat is like a little more like yellowish, and like I don't know, it's kind of like bigger.
Yeah.
To be honest, I feel like with the Batman shows or like any Justice League shows, most of the time it's for quote unquote kids, but it's still pretty mature.
Pretty mature
good,
because in general the DC like universe and all the characters' backstories, they are like mature and they all come from like like deep trauma and stuff like that.
I mean, literally two of them off the top of my head, the Arrow and Batman, both of their parents died.
Yeah. 100%. Even going like deeper, there's like character development like eras where like Roy Harper, who was Arrow's sidekick, what was his name? Speedy.
Especially in Young Justice.
He had that was like a crazy one in Young Justice. But even in the comics, there's a time where like Roy Harper got addicted to drugs, and he had to like battle like addiction and stuff like that. And it's like these are comics for kids, and he's battling addictions and drugs, and it's like whoa.
Yes, comics for kids. As you see, someone gets their arm ripped off.
Yeah.
There's blood spraying everywhere. There's bones, bits everywhere.
Yeah, even DC is just like more graphic in general. Marvel is still
For
very
sure.
like.
Yeah, Marvel tries to avoid that, but I think their newer series and movies are like starting to move more up in the age rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more DC movies and animated stuff. More newer stuff.
Because the DC animated universe, it started with the War Justice League. I think Justice League War and ended on Flashpoint Paradox. That's where it ended right now. So right now they're just not like I don't know.
Oh no, it ended recently with John Constantine stuck in the house or something. I can't remember. House of Mystery.
House of Mystery. But that one was like after like it was just like focused on him.
It was after
Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah.
I want to. You know what I want to see in the movie or animated? The Deceased comic line.
The Deceased comic line?
Yeah.
Which comic line is that?
It's basically Darkseid was trying to find the anti-life equation.
Yeah.
He finally gets it.
Yeah.
He gets it from Cyborg because he has a mother box.
Yeah, Cyborg has a mother box.
He infects Cyborg with it and sends him to Earth, which he infects everyone else by biting or through the internet. So everyone started killing each other.
Yeah.
The anti-life equation equation. It's his own hive mind. So he goes around infecting people, growing in numbers.
Yeah.
And they had to kill off, like the heroes had to kill off each other. Some of the villains have to join up together. Small spoiler, because it happens in like around the beginning. Batman dies. Batman gets affected. Nightwing gets infected. Robin gets infected. And the only ones, and the one that was left, it was, Damian Wayne. He was the last one. He becomes the Batman with the help of Alfred.
How old is Damian Wayne in this comic line?
It spans over a few years, but in the
Okay.
beginning, he's still a kid.
Wow.
And
So he became Batman at like a teenage.
Yeah,
years
no, it's basically his own Batman origin story. Literally, his
then.
father dies
That's
at
a
the
crazy
young
origin
age,
story.
and he gets his last moments talking to him about "I'm sorry" and like Alfred has a gift for you when you see him next.
Yeah.
And then Batman gets infected, and Alfred has to gun him down. It's so sad and depressing. All right.
Yeah, we talk equally as long for the live action shows.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
the
how much
animated
time do we
ones,
have
I meant.
left?
I think we can go
4
as long
minutes.
as we need to.
No,
I
we
still
need
got-
to keep
I still
this.
got-
We need to keep this like around
We
25
keep-
minutes, man.
All right. 2
We're
questions.
Okay, speed run,
Let's go.
speed run.
Okay, we just talked about superheroes, so I'll leave that for last, where we can do a speed run of that one to end it off. What is the GOAT fast food?
Fast food. Really depends on what I'm craving, because if I wanted like some quick food, I could go to McDonald's. If I want actually something that tastes pretty good and fills you up, maybe like Chipotle or something like
Chipotle.
that.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, Chipotle.
That does sound good right now. I'm not gonna lie, Chipotle does sound good.
Man, I'm hungry.
I was gonna get a burrito, but
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry right now,
freaking
too.
Mr. Green stopped me yesterday.
When you go to Chipotle, you get burritos
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah. You get bowls?
Yeah.
The burrito's just more filling.
Really?
Yeah, so you just like it's
Yeah,
everything
it is-
in
it
the
is- it is
bowl,
more
just in a
filling.
tortilla. and you're
She's
fine.
looking for the value and time to food ratio.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if I want like chicken, I'll go to Chick-fil-A. Like I'll get a chicken sandwich. The deluxe goes so hard.
Yeah.
If I want a burger,
In and out.
I guess
It
In
has
and
to
Out.
be In and Out
Yeah,
or Nations.
In and Out.
Nations, yeah,
have
Nations is really good
burgers.
for sure.
That's all they do.
I've
Specialize
never
in.
actually tried Nations before. I've
I've
seen
only had it a
before.
few times, but in the times I've had it, it's pretty good.
I've seen it in pass by before, but I've never actually had it. It's like,
I like the habit too.
You know, it's one.
Habit?
You know, one thing I've been weirdly craving for a while.
What?
Raisin Canes. I had it once.
Raising Cane's is so good.
I've never had
It's like
Canes yet.
top
I want it
3.
so
Yeah,
bad.
I haven't even heard of
To
it.
be honest, I had it once. It was like pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty good. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
It was like it's not like one of my favorite fried chickens, but it's like pretty good. But for some reason, I've just been craving it.
Because of the, did you get the sauce, the cane sauce? The cane sauce is probably like, it's funny how like they have all these types of food, but their sauce is probably the best thing because you just put it on anything.
It,
and,
it
like,
reminds me of Thousand Island.
a Thousand Island? Yeah.
I think it's just a Thousand Island.
Okay,
It might be, but it's so good.
what's your go fast food?
I go fast food. Cane's is close, but it probably has to just be, I don't know, just because of quality and like every time I go there, I never have a bad experience. And then even if it's a small menu, I'll probably just say In and Out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no,
For
yeah.
sure.
The thing with In and Out, they're always consistent.
Always.
Always consistent. They don't really try to spice it up.
Yeah.
Literally and figuratively. And they have a quote unquote secret menu.
Yeah, like and like anywhere you go in like the West Coast, In and Out, it's all gonna taste the same. I one time went to a Wendy's in like Boston, and it was like one of the worst Wendy's I've ever had in my
Oh
life.
no, yeah, so many
Well,
fast food restaurants.
your
are so
mistake is that you
inconsistent.
went to Boston.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Okay, what's your go fast food, John?
Honestly, I'm more like a however I'm feeling at the time.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Type
Yeah.
of fast food person. But honestly, if I'm looking for like choices, I probably will go to like Jack in the Box because it might not be
Jack.
like the best,
Yeah.
but you can order pretty much whatever you want from Jack in the Box.
And
like,
at any time too.
Yeah.
Which is probably
Yeah.
one of the
they're
best.
pretty-
24
I think,
hours.
I think they're touted for like their midnight munchies menu.
Midnight
which-
Munchies, yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably
you
one
get
of
like
the
a
best
whole box
things.
of cravings.
Mm-hmm.
You usually always get like a burger of some sort. So usually I'm a double bacon cheeseburger guy, but also I get the curly fries. They have like the Coca-Cola mixer thing where you can like order literally any flavor,
Any
of
flavor,
Coke you want.
yeah.
And they have like the tacos. If you get in the app, it's a 2 for $1, and it's like it's amazing because I know I'm always gonna be able to like fully fill myself for like next like few hours on Jack in the Box, just like buying like something that costs like $15.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
You'll
and
be
on
feeling
and
like
it's not that
garbage the
expensive.
next day.
Yeah, I will feel kind of bad, but like it tastes pretty decent. Like it's not the best tasting, and also it's really greasy, so
Just,
it's not that
just
good
add
for you.
MSG on it. It'll make it taste better.
Asian way. But yeah, it's pretty good quality, and it's not that bad value. Obviously, you can't say value in fast food anymore, but
Yeah.
it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Alright.
We're at 25. So last question.
Yeah, last
Last
question.
Gotta
question.
go through this.
GOAT superhero.
Oh, we already kind of talked about this, but
Well, we just talked about the shows, but I
Yeah.
think we can all.
this one's a little generic, but like Spider-Man is like one of my favorite Marvel heroes. Mainly because I always like to see, for some reason, the Marvel script writers or the comic writers always give him some like weird dark backstory, always kicking him down regardless of what happens.
Yeah, even regardless of his age, like you forget he's just a teenager who's still in high school.
I never seen a happy Spider-Man comic.
Mm.
A lot of the times they're
There's
always so depressing.
Yeah. And almost all the time, like in most universes, their partner dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gwen, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, for DC, I have to say Nightwing.
Yeah.
He's literally better Batman, and
Yeah, I'd say
and
it's probably
Batman
one of my
himself
favorites
said
too.
that.
Yeah, Nightwing's one of my favorites, and Marvel's probably like Daredevil, even though he's more of a vigilante than superhero.
Yeah. I'd probably do the same thing, just like Daredevil, because Daredevil is like, did you guys watch the Daredevil show? It was only like 2 seasons.
I
And
seen a bit of it, before it got canceled.
it was really super good. I think Disney Plus picked it back up, and I think they're gonna. I don't know if they kept the same writers or not, but it's a really good show. And I, honestly, yeah, we could say superhero, whatever, because while he is a vigilante at times,
Close
still,
enough.
he still tackles evil just in his own way.
Batman's a vigilante, but people still see him as a superhero.
Yeah.
Superhero because he's so rich.
Yeah. I love Superman too. Like
Superman?
Smallville, if any of you have seen
Yeah,
Smallville.
I've watched
Oh, yeah.
Smallville.
I love Smallville.
Smallville's a really
Have you
good
seen
show.
the My Adventures with Superman?
Mm-mm.
That
Is
one
that
is it's the one.
the 90s one?
No, the new one.
Oh,
The one that
anime.
looks the animated one that
animated
looks like
one.
an anime.
It's like an anime. Yeah. I seen it.
It is so good. I want a second season.
Yeah, I haven't picked that up yet, but it does look really
You
good.
should watch it because it's actually what if Superman had Superman found out he was an alien, because like in a lot of the superhero comics he's like, oh, I'm an alien, oh, I can speak the language immediatty. No, you can't do that. He has to
Yeah.
actually figure out all the stuff on his own.
Yeah, and that's what makes Smallville so good too. There's like right now where I'm at in season 4, 5, he just like he threw like a block of ice and he made his own I forgot what Superman's like his place
Fortress of Solitude?
The Fortress of
Yeah.
Solitude. He just made it, and right now he's like going through like he's learning all the things and all like the alien like language and stuff like that from Krypton. He's learning his backstory.
Yeah, like you just learn like so much about
And it's-
him, like learning how to control his powers and
Yeah.
like growing up and
Yeah.
everything like that.
When you said he made the Fortress of Solitude, I'm just imagining he's in his backyard just constantly making these ice sculptures as it keeps melting.
No, it's super funny how it happens. It's like he went to in the show. He was in these like caves, these ancient caves.
Yeah.
And he got teleported. He put I think he put the last key in, and he got like teleported to like the this North Pole or South Pole.
Mhm.
And then he just has like, I think it was just floating in front of him was like a block of ice, or like it was like a stick, and then he throws it for some reason. I don't know why he throws it, and then up like comes the Fortress of Solitude, and just like he walks towards it.
All right.
And for me, I think it's a little bit of a basic choice, but I think Iron Man is probably my most favorite because he's always like trying to do the right thing regardless of what other people think of him.
Yeah.
Especially like near the end of his arcs, in the main like what did he split them now with the MCU? And like the one before Endgame, basically the part of the MCU before, he would always like try to like work for the greater good of the world,
Right.
regardless of what people think, and he's always learning from his mistakes. Like you basically never see like Iron Man repeat the same mistake over and over. And I think the GoPro just restarted recording. So if it wasn't for Iron Man, probably my second favorite is probably Thor. And I think originally my favorite Marvel superhero was Thor before I became an Iron Man person, just because I thought, being a strong, like a god of lightning and thunder and protecting your people, I thought that was like really noble.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all of them?
Yeah.
'Cause I said
All right. I guess that's the end of the podcast, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 3. Is it?
3, 4, take 2 for
Whatever.
good
Then.
2.
One of those
Yeah.
numbers.
Figure it
Who
out.
knows? Yeah, you'll be able to see it in the description. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy, and see you guys later.